Very good afternoon to all the students of class 3. Welcome to EVS interactive class. Children, as you know that we have completed chapter Animal Life, and it's time to just have a quick recap of this chapter. So let's summarize this chapter. By now we have come to know that there are different types of animals, like pet animals which can be kept at home just for entertainment purpose, domestic animals which are tamed for various purposes, and wild animals which cannot be tamed and they are found in jungle. And we had also talked about the breathing organs of different animals. Some animals use air tubes like insects to breathe. Some use lungs like all mammals. Whereas some animals, they breathe through gills like aquatic animals, fish, etc. So different breathing organs are there in different animals. Also the worms, they breathe through moist skin. We had also talked about how animals move from one place to another. So different animals, they move from one place to another using different ways, like by walking, running, hopping, crawling, etc. And they move in search of food and shelter, and to protect themselves from predators or to catch their prey. So reason can be anything else, but they use different ways to move from one place to another. Some animals, they used to move from one branch to another, like the monkeys. They live on trees and they jump from one branch to another. So animals uses different ways to move from one place to another. And next we had talked about the types of animals on the basis of their food habits. So some animals are herbivores who eat only plant products, or you can say who are dependent only on plants for their feed. Some animals are carnivores. They eat other animals. They hunt other animals and they eat their flesh. Some animals are omnivores, means they consume both plant and animal products. Whereas some are scavengers who feed on the leftovers of other animals or dead animals, you can say. So there are 4 types of animals on the basis of feeding habits: herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, and scavengers. We had talked about the animal reproduction also, and through this chapter we have come to know that animals reproduce by laying eggs or by giving birth to babies, and the animals which give birth to young ones are called mammals. Means mammals are the animals which give birth to young ones, and rest other animals, they reproduce by laying eggs. And how can we find out that that land animal is a mammal or not? For this I had discussed that if that animal has hair on its body and has external ears, then that animal is a mammal. So you can easily guess that that animal reproduce by giving birth to baby. And if that animal is not having hair or external ears, then that animal reproduce by laying eggs. Children, do you know that all worms, insects and reptiles are not harmful? Many of them are useful also. So let's talk about some useful worms, insects and reptiles. First of all, we will talk about honeybee. Honeybee is an insect that gives us honey, which is good for our health, and also it is used as medicine. And I know that you all must have eaten this product, and most of the children relish it, and all of you would be having this product at your home, isn't it? And second is silkworm. You must have heard about this insect also. Silkworm is an insect which gives us silk, and which is used for making clothes. You must have heard about silk clothes, and you must have seen silk cloth also. Many of you must be having clothes of silk also. So silkworm is also a very useful insect. And in worms, earthworm is a very useful worm. It is also called farmer's friend. It helps to make the soil fertile. You had also seen in one of the session that how earthworm helps farmer to keep the soil fertile. In a video, you must have seen this thing also. And lizards, which are reptiles, they are also useful for us, as they eat small insects like mosquitoes and flies and help to prevent diseases. So they also help us by eating these harmful insects, and they keep our surroundings free from these harmful insects. And many reptiles like snakes, they eat rat, geese, etc., which harm our crops. So indirectly they also help farmers to protect their crops from the animals who harm their crops. So with this we have summarized the chapter, and tomorrow you will get practice exercise based on this chapter. So children, go through the whole chapter again so that you can do the practice exercises on your own with ease.